Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Megan. Thanks so much for watching, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about how I knew and how me and my husband collectively knew that we were done having kids. Before I get into everything, make sure you are subscribed and hit the bell so you don't miss any updates, and also go follow me over on my Instagram. So when I was trying to figure out if I was truly okay with being done having kids, I searched YouTube, and I didn't find a whole lot. And the videos that I did find just weren't helpful. Most of them started out by saying, if you're watching this video and you're asking yourself if you're done, you're probably not done. And I didn't think that was very helpful, and I thought it was kind of unfair. It's totally okay to be unsure if you're done, and I think that not everybody is going to have that moment where they're just like, and we're done here. I never had that moment. It took a lot of thought and soul searching for me to come to the conclusion that I was done. It wasn't just a thing that I knew like so many people have. So everybody is going to have a different experience, obviously. And personally, what I needed to do is really ask myself this question and do some soul searching to figure out that it was right for me. So I'm gonna talk about how we both kind of figured it out, and I'm not gonna go into super detail on how my husband West figured out that he was done, because he honestly knew first. And he knew before Celie was even born that he only wanted one child. Initially, we both said we wanted two, but once I was pregnant and going through the process, he just didn't want more than one anymore. And I'm not going to share his exact reasons because he honestly has a hard time even talking to me about them. Like I said, he knew before Celie was even born that he only wanted one, and then once she was here, he was like, yeah, I'm done. One is good for me. And it took me a little bit longer to get on board with that, 15 months or more, to really figure out that that is what is best for me. And I always thought I wanted at least two, and logic kind of won over for me. So I kind of split my reasons into three different things. So the first one is that Celie is a very, very high needs baby, and I can barely be in another room to cook or clean. So I can't imagine having another tiny human that needs my attention. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine splitting my attention from her because she really kind of needs all of it. And I mean, she's almost 2 at this point, so she should be able to play a little bit more independently by herself and things like that. And she can for a short time, but for the most part, I cannot even be in the kitchen with her in the living room where she can actually see me and her not be losing her mind. So I'm not sure if this is because I'm working out of the home 40 plus hours a week, or if this is just her personality and she just needs a little bit more attention and love and all of that. But she's very high needs, and so that is really one reason that I decided it was not a good plan to have anymore. The second reason for me is that pregnancy was not easy by any means. It wasn't super easy to get pregnant. And then with my condition, I have a unicornuate uterus, which basically means I have half of a uterus, half of the space, and only one functional fallopian tube and ovary. So odds for getting pregnant are not great, and staying pregnant can be even harder. We got very, 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 very lucky that we had minimal complications throughout the whole pregnancy. That is not the case for most people with a unicornuate uterus. So we almost like just don't want to roll that dice again. Like, I don't want to roll the dice again. I feel like I hit the lottery with her pregnancy. And another thing is, I also was very sick in the beginning. Well, like throughout the whole pregnancy, really, I was pretty sick. And I also couldn't lift more than 15 pounds or get on and off the floor for a majority of my pregnancy. And with my work situation now compared to where I was then, it would be a lot harder for me to still be able to work under those conditions. And also, that makes it hard to do just like everyday things, because I have to lift her in and out of the car, and she's closing in on 30 pounds, I think. I think she's like 26 or 27 now. So it would just be very hard to do everyday things if I was pregnant and had the same complications that I did last time. So the third reason, and I'm gonna say this is also like Wes's biggest reason too, is just the financial aspect of everything. I mean, we both work full-time jobs, so we are financially secure, but we want to be able to provide for Sealy the best that we can. And we also have a very expensive hobby, and we want Sealy to be able to participate in that too. And eventually I will participate in that again as well. And we ride dirt bikes, for those of you who don't know, and that is just a really expensive hobby. Bikes are not cheap, gear is not cheap. It's just not cheap. So we as a family want to be able to participate in that to the fullest that we can, and having more children would complicate that. So those are really like my three main reasons that I decided it would be a good idea to be done having kids. And once we finally came to the decision together, I mean, obviously Wes was there first and I had to meet him where he was. Once we both got to the point where we're like, okay, we are done, Sealy is enough, our family is complete, we decided to go through with Wes getting a vasectomy. So he had that done when Sealy was about 19 months old, and we just got confirmation at 9 weeks post-op that he is in the clear and that it was successful. So I wasn't super high energy in this video because it, for me, is like a really intense topic. Having kids in general is an intense topic. We are constantly being asked, when are you gonna have more kids? And I hated it when we were trying to conceive, and I hate it now. So just stop asking people that, okay? Like, it's not cool. Just stop asking people. They are in control of their family, and just stop asking, because that can be a really hurtful question to a lot of women, and men, I'm sure too. But anyways, that is going to be it for this video, guys. Leave down in the comments below if you have any questions, or you can share your experiences too. I would love to get your input on how you knew that you were done having kids. Please make sure you are subscribed and hit the bell so you don't miss any updates. Give this a big thumbs up. It really helps out my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!